Hello, my name is Luke Spire, and I am a part of the Automotive Engineering class at UTC. Um, I recently went to Volkswagen with you all, and this is my presentation over the process creation. To start off, we were split up into three teams, and each team had a different objective. The first team was tasked with the process layout, and that was in order to make a more efficient layout that would improve takt time, decrease waste, and improve employee health and safety, also as well as add value. Um, Team 2 was responsible for recording the time of each process, especially time used to travel and the time used to actually operate on the car. This was helpful to understand where time was spent and allowed us to analyze and improve the process. Team 3 was responsible for managing the process. By analyzing everything, they were able to collaborate with each team and share information and then make changes that added value and decreased waste. So the purpose and the process. The purpose of this project was to design a process that would meet these requirements. And those include the ergonomic requirements, which is to eliminate any parts of the process that could decrease value added while helping the employees stay safe and comfortable. And then we also had takt requirements, um, which overall we calculated to be a takt time of 120 seconds and a cycle time of 110 seconds that was assumed with a 92% utilization rate. We also wanted high value added to maximize the value added to the car with whatever resources we were using, and then have a low non-value added, which minimize the amount of time and resources that did not add value to the car. And the process that we were tasked with designing had to install these parts, which were the cup holder or console trim, the carrier bracket, the headlight connection, bowing cable, door striker rear, door striker front, which were the latches, the outer tail light or the rear light, and then the spare tire toolkit and the trunk inner side pan. So initially, this is what we had our spaghetti graph come out to, which showed where Josh was moving while he was going through the process. This is without us talking to him at all. So this is the complete first run. And as you can see, the red dots are the time spent away from the vehicle at the bins, and then the green dots are the time spent working on the vehicle. And when we looked at this, we saw that there's a lot of extra travel and there's a lot of extra motion waste that can be redesigned. When we did our time study, which was my team, Team 2, we split up the different parts and looked at travel time and operation time. Travel time would have been the time that didn't add value, which we calculated to be out 52:35 or 52 seconds 35.35, and then the value added time or the operation time would have been 97.54 seconds. This came out to be a utilization rate of 65% and did not meet the takt time. Instead, it came out to be 150 seconds. So when we were analyzing everything, we noticed that a lot of different types of waste. Well, most of them were location of parts and traveling, because those did not add value to the process. Instead, they took more time to be inefficient, and they made Josh go out of his way to have to find or struggle to get the parts on the car when it could have been a lot easier. Some of those, like fumbling the latches in his hand, that's just going to come with the job and getting more training practice. While others, like the trunk trim getting caught in a different container because it was kind of in a tight spot, that could be reduced pretty easily. And then other things like the ID4 cap could be completely removed from the process. So as we were going through the different trials, we kept making a spaghetti graph and kept improving on the design. And as you can see throughout these different trials, the spaghetti graphs get a lot closer into this center section because we started from the front of the car and worked our way to the back. So as the car was traveling through that work area, we could maximize the amount of time spent on the car and minimize the amount of time spent traveling back and forth, keeping everything close. And then by the final trial, both carts or racks were super close to each other. Everything was in the right spot, and that's when we finally tested everything and met the takt time. So these are our final results, and most of them improved, but some of them didn't, just because maybe Josh was a little bit less efficient on that run, or it was something that couldn't really be improved because it had already been a pretty quick in the beginning. But everything came out to be where we got a non-value added time of 37.7 seconds and the value added time of 75.66 seconds, which was pretty good compared to the 150 seconds overall, and slightly better utilization rate. So, like I said, not all of them improved, but for brace and headlight, or it was the carrier and headlight, spare tire kit, the door latches, the trunk trim, those all improved, while the console trim and tail light did not improve. And yeah, again, we have those value added times, and then the total cycle time of 111 seconds, which was much quicker. So lessons learned from this project. The main one was probably communication is key. We couldn't have done it without communicating and working together with our different teams. And then also a big takeaway was that there was no perfect way, there was no perfect process. We were constantly improving, and even at the end, we could still see that there was still work to be done. There were still ways to improve the process, still ways to make it more ergonomically easy and safe on the worker, and that you can always chase perfection, but really never meet it, and that's okay. And another big thing was thinking about the process through the employee's point of view. We were looking at what Josh was doing and kind of going through some of the steps ourselves, even at the end. And then also trying something out and being okay if it didn't work, because you can try something new again, and it's not like we had to go with one person's ideas. We could try it out and then switch to another person's ideas and see how those worked out well. And I think we did a really good job collaborating. But yeah, I would definitely say our collaboration skills were the most important. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this project. I'm glad I was able to do it with you guys, and I look forward to seeing you in any future classes I have together. Thank you.